Okay, so this is your D2L classroom, and you want to find your assignment for the introduction speech. So you're going to come over to assessments, which is another word for assignments, and come down to assignments. When you open that up, you'll see right now there's only one assignment that has been set up for this semester so far. It's the introduction speech performance instructions. Click on that, and the first part gives you the specific instructions for the speech, how long it is, what you need to bring, how you're going to start, uh, what you're going to tell us in the three parts of the body of the speech, how to end your speech, and the fact that the speech is going to be delivered extemporaneously, which means that you are not going to write the entire speech out. You're going to tell us the speech, and you'll use your note card just to remind you of the basic main points. Right here is a sample note card for my speech. And by the way, you'll get a chance to see my speech before you have to give yours. So you'll have an example to look at. In my speech, my actual note card would probably be handwritten out. But I'll have first a section of the introduction, and I just have a phrase up here to remind me what I want to say in that introduction. In the body of the speech, I'll have three short paragraphs of information, one about a cane, one about a T-square instrument, and finally there's a photograph. And these phrases just remind me what it is that I want to say about those things. And then finally, in the conclusion, a statement about what all this says about me that I want you to know. There's the start date, so it is open now already. You can look at it. The due date is actually the last of the 2 days that we have set up. And now down here we have the rubric. That's what I use to judge your performance. And so you want to get as close as possible to level 4 on all of the points here. There need to be 3 visual aids. You need to make eye contact with members of the audience. You need to be clear with your voice. And notice in here that I say standard pronunciation. What I mean by this is standard pronunciation for you. And so you speak a dialect of English based on your country of origin. And I'll be keeping that in mind when I make this judgment, and won't make you sound like an Okie, or you don't have to sound like you're from New York City or something like that. Vocal variety means that you have an interesting voice and that you use a variety of pitches and qualities and timing to make what you're saying make more sense. And finally, you have natural and appropriate gestures as you're talking to us. Down here is the rubric that we use for the note card itself. So you'll get points for the note card. Basically, it's saying that the outline has to have a point for the intro, the 3 body points, and the conclusion. And the outline has phrases or short sentences, and it's not the whole speech written out. And so that's what you see up here in my kind of sample that I have here. That note card probably will be handwritten. If you are concerned and you're not sure you can read your own handwriting, you're certainly welcome to print something else, but cut it down to a small piece of paper that you can hold in your hand before the speech. So these are the things that you need to know for your instructions for the speech that's coming up. I hope I've answered your questions.